Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading. Sorry I missed a day. My computer was packed with that last video that I posted. It was really long, so I have to keep all the files up until the movie's complete and then I can delete them, so that's what happened there. But anyway, let's get on to the reading. I guess we'll make this for the 29th. Let's just start on the 29th and then we're back on track. I think it kind of looks like people are busy too, because it doesn't seem like the views are happening as much as they normally do, so maybe we're all busy. But okay, so I'm going to draw the one Gillian Kemp. Enlightening love, the fig tree. And it says, lower pleasures you attract are potentially overwhelming and dangerous. Peace arrives through higher gratification. And draw 4 chicken cards. Okay, so we have Sasquatch. And Batia Arcana, and Little Red Amore, and Bling Bling. So, okay. Well, on this side, we have, a person who gets marginalized from society, a person who is kind of so unique or so profound, or with so special, like so divine in whatever way, like Sasquatch represents the Bigfoot, the idea of the Bigfoot, or there's the idea of the mermaids, or the idea of the unicorns, or or the fairies, or the aliens. So it's like something that is rare. It's not like a common experience for everybody. But people know. You hear about it. I mean, everybody knows about all of these figures that I just mentioned, but they're not actively interacted with, and they're kind of a part of the mystery, right? So we have Batia Arcana, which means it's talking about the human mysteries, and to be in a safe place. As we're learning, and also to be able to navigate and sense these mysteries, even if we can't see them, we can, use our sonar, use our radar, we can detect things, we can sense them, But paired up with Sasquatch, I want to almost say this was like kind of like the Dahlia one, where Sasquatch, this figure, would totally stir up all the mysteries. I mean, that's what it would activate, kind of the I don't know, the talk or the drama, or the desire to kind of take power, or kind of pulverize whatever this is, because it's something that negates the power from the lower forms of life, the lower even the lower pleasures. It takes away from a person living their life who might be living their life in denial, or even the lower pleasures of doing things not in a good way, not in a way that is divine, that is higher intelligence and higher love. So then there's that jealousy, because the lower pleasures and the lower behaviors and the lower kind of mode of operation will be threatened by something that is really profound and special and unique, like our jewels of the earth. These are like our, the kind of the awe, or the intrigue, the amazing. I mean, if anybody ever encountered a mermaid or a fairy or a Bigfoot or it would just be like, wow, So you can imagine how even talking about this type of phenomena will stir up the human mysteries. So really, when the human mysteries start to get stirred up, it helps us to see who people are and what is in a person, because a lot of times it stays silent, and then all of a sudden they reveal themselves, and you're in shock that was inside of them and you had no idea. So this is this is a part of movement. It's mental movement. So this is kind of like an awakening to people in the world around us, and if there's something that is kind of stirring the soup, stirring the chaos around you, if the chaos starts swirling, there's something that's special that is stirring this up. There's something unique and profound and great. So and then on this side we have bling bling, which is always to appreciate every moment and enjoy your your existence, no matter what's going on. You just take time to appreciate what you do have, and your experience with the earth and with existence, and your experience here. Even if we go through hard times, we can find the beauty, and usually when we go through hard times, we reach out to that beauty. That's when we'll take that trip, or that's when we will kind of experience more of nature, or have those times of awe, or those the kind of the love of existence will come through for us, and we can have the best of times, during the worst of times. So it's like still we can appreciate everything, and even sometimes you just get wonderful thoughts, or you always get the medicine also to for the healing, even if something's not going right. So this is just reminding us, no matter what, we've got to just really appreciate our experience, and stay positive, and stay in that gratitude and appreciation for everything that we can experience that's beautiful, and everything that we do have in our life and around us. So, and then this little red amore, this is about something that happens that changes you forever. And a lot of times these changes in our life that happen, they are because of a state of survival. And this is about in this situation, the reason I got her was for survival. Even my mistake on getting her. It was for survival because Maisie was so depressed that we lost baby, you know. So then I got her, and then some other chicks, and then I ended up getting a whole flock of chickens because, you know, my 4 chickens never wanted any other chickens. I wasn't going to get any other chickens, but then I lost one, and her best friend was just so miserable that I got this little one. And this little one, she didn't really kind of cheer up. She didn't do the trick, but I needed to see if I could make Maisie feel better with a baby, you know, and then I was gonna return the baby, but the baby, little Red Amore, loved me so much that she, I mean, this little tiny cheeky would like just jump out of the box all the time and come running for me, and she could hear my voice. She would find me in the house wherever she could hear my voice, and she'd always do that, and oh, it was so cute. So anyway, I couldn't give her away. I couldn't return her. I was going to return her. That little chicken changed my life forever, because then I decided, okay, I guess I'm getting more chickens, and then, you know, if I'm going to get one little baby, I guess I got to get a few more, because one little baby by itself is, you know, not going to work. And I ended up getting a flock because it's easier for, you know, for them to have more company. Like when I had 4, they were very, very attached to me. So I made the adjustments based on survival. You know, what do we need to make our lives better? And you know, that whatever ends up happening to us in our life that changes us forever and changes our course, there's so much love in it, and appreciation, you know, like, you know, it changes your love for whatever this thing is that comes into your life, changes you. And maybe you seek it out. You're seeking it out because you need survival. You know, when I move to a different place, or when I go back to school, or when I take that course, or when I go on that trip, it's because there's a part of me that needs that for survival. Like I need to do this for my survival. When that deep need of survival moves you into action to you know, get something for yourself, or to do something, that is you know, that's really the profound creation of your life, you know. So this is about something in your life that is coming to you, or you're going to seek it out. And you know, there's this concept of just staying in your bliss. Like, yes, you follow your bliss, but you stay in your bliss too, you know. So you got everything already, but there's something more that you are seeking, or something more that you need to add to your life to you know, really make your experience here what it's supposed to be, and meaningful and purposeful. So so it's interesting. And then on this side, how this Tia Arcana here is in here, and you know, she's traditional, the card of heartbreak, but you know, usually the reason why people break people's hearts is not because of the direct reason. It's not because they want to hurt you, or that they feel that way. Because when people really have information, if somebody is really in love with somebody else, or whatever the situation is, they would tell you with love, and it wouldn't hurt, because you would understand that, oh, okay, you know, and then you see that they are, you know, with somebody, and they love them, and you know, and it's like you can understand that. Whereas when somebody is doing something like messy, you know, like just doing something that hurts, it's because they're confused, and it's not about you. It's not about you. They might take it out on you, but it's not about you, you know. So, and you know what I always think, I mean, there's so many pressures on people in, you know, in the world, in their life, in the people around them, everything that they're dealing with, you know. So, and the Sasquatch here will definitely stir that up, you know, and a lot of times people just can't handle, they can't take the pressure, you know. So, so it seems like there's something here that, you know, is I want to say painful, but I want to say it's really confusion, you know. And what this card is all about is moving through it and not believing in that pain and not believing in that heartbreak. Because it's not about the heartbreak, it's not about the pain, it's about confusion and not seeing things right and not knowing what's going on in the dark. And so we got to sense that, and we gotta feel that, and we can move through it because of our ability to rely on our senses, really. So, you know, the lower pleasures you attract are potentially overwhelming and dangerous. Peace arrives through higher gratification. I want to say this lower pleasure is just getting caught up in the drama. You know, somebody's being caught up in the drama, or, you know, wanting to fight or wanting to interact with someone that is just like useless to interact with, you know. I mean, there's just some people that you're never gonna have an intelligent conversation or work through anything because, you know, people are just crazy sometimes, and it's not about the fight, it's about fighting, not about what is even being said, you know. It's like a waste of time, a waste of energy. So this lower pleasures might be, you know, getting caught up in the drama, or getting caught up in the, you know, the BS, those belief systems, you know, or you know, just with the individual crazy people out there that just want to, you know, attack for some reason to take your power. So, yeah, this is saying there's something very, very special, though, about you, and that is recognized, because whether people want to deny Sasquatch or not, if they want to deny Bigfoot or not, if they want to deny mermaids or not, we all know about them, you know. I mean, they're still a concept that works on our mind and on our life all the time, and maybe people can argue whether they exist or not, but they already exist because they're in our head. They're you know, worldwide known. So yeah, I mean, it still has an influence whether people want to deny their existence or to accept their existence. But if you interact with one, if you see a Bigfoot, you certainly realize it, and sometimes it's hard to make sense of it right away, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I'm looking at a Bigfoot. One time I saw a alien spacecraft, and I couldn't make sense of it for the longest time, and then I realized that that's what it was, because the way it left, it, you know, did this really crazy thing. But I just kept looking at it, trying to figure out if it was a blimp, or and it just seemed strange, the material, and I couldn't understand it, and it looked like a blimp, but there was no part where the people would be in it, you know. So I just was so confused, and then it just like shoo, shoo, disappeared, and I was like, whoa. So if you encounter it, all of a sudden it changes your belief, right? So so even if people don't know you or don't see you, this stuff starts happening. So even if you haven't met somebody, this stuff is happening. And then if they do meet you, then there's no denying who you are. They can see right away. So anyway, it looks very good. Don't worry about this. We're going to move past it. It's movement. So 3 is movement. And we got enlightening love. So this is about going to that higher level with people and relationships and actually having real good things. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching.